All right, so we already did a chain rule, which is why the purpose of 9 was not necessarily to see if you knew the chain rule and how to do all these things on a graph, because you'd already done that, but to see how you handled situations where our values put us right at a corner of our graph when it came time to find that slope. So if we went ahead and took our derivative of this b function, straightforward chain rule written in the exact same way it appears on your formula sheet. We have -1 is the value we're looking for. And there we are. All right, so g of -1 and g prime of -1, we're fine. At -1, we can see our slope is 2 and we're at the value -2. So we go ahead and plug both those in. Value is -2. Slope was a +2. And we need to still figure this out. So here's the piece I really wanted to see. This is sort of the whammy, what I was looking for. If we go to find f prime of -2, we want the slope of our f graph at -2, and that puts us directly on that corner. And so many of you just chose one of the two sides here. You're like, oh, that's just a slope of 4. Oh, that's just a slope of 0. When in reality, we should not be doing either of those things. When our slope is different to both sides, that means our function is not differentiable at this particular value. And so we have a DNE here. And something that doesn't exist times a number, we're just in DNE land. This does not exist. This was not something we were able to find. So that was my real hope with this question. It was not so much about the chain rule, but about how we handle being at that corner and whether or not we recognize that this was a value that did not exist when we went to go evaluate.